Okay, next let's look at some of our inversions. And let's actually go through all the inversions here because they actually work a little bit better. Okay, so what inversion do I have here? Remember, my chord is A7. So what note is in the bass? We have C in the bass. We have a third in the bass. So with the seventh chord, what do we call that? We call that a 5-6-5 is what that's called. So 5-6-5 going to 1, relatively smooth actually. So let's follow our steps. So let's find our leading tone. So that's going to be a C right there. So our chordal seventh is in our bass. Or sorry, not our chordal seventh. Our leading tone is in the bass. So we're going to push that up to 1. Now let's find our chordal seventh, which is our G. And that needs to go down to F. Okay, easy enough. Now let's see what we can do for the other two. E, let's take down to D, because it's the closest chord tone to where I am. This A, let's stay right on A. So let's see how we did here. D, A, F, D. We have all our notes. So nice and easy. My resolutions are correct. My voice leading works really nicely. And everything's happy on a 5-6-5. Groovy. Let's try a 5. Well, I'm not going to tell you. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out the name of my inversion here. All right, what do we call this? We have an E in the bass. So our chord is A7, so A-C-E. That is our fifth in the bass. So we call that what? We call that a 5-4-3. So let's do our resolutions. So our leading tone is at the top here. There's our C. We got to take that to a D. Now let's find our chordal seventh right there. G, it's got to go down to an F. Okay, now let's resolve everything else. And I do want these to be in root position. So I'm going to take this down to a D. And this, we're going to stay right on an A again. Right? Because whenever possible, you want tones or notes within two adjacent chords. If they don't have to move, if they're common tones between the two chords, you want them to stay the same, if possible. The reason it didn't work back here was because our resolution screwed it up, so we couldn't do it, but here we can. So 5-4-3 to 1, nice voice leading, our resolutions are correct, no problem. Let's do another one. What's my, the only inversion I have left in a 5-7 chord that we haven't talked about yet? Okay, what do we call that? So I still have an A7 chord, A, C, E, G. I have the G in the bass, so the seventh is in the bass. So what do we call that one? We call that a 5-2 chord. 2 is for that second interval of a second right there. Okay, so let's resolve this sucker. So where's our leading tone? Right there. C. So let's take that up to a D. Where is our chordal seventh? That is in the bass. So this one, there's no way I can get to root position here, right? Because this resolution has to go down. And if it goes down, hold on, let me put that in the right voice. There we go. If that goes down, I am now in first inversion, right? Because my third is in the bass. So there's really no way to get from a 4-2 or a 5-2 chord to a root position tonic chord without breaking your resolutions. There's really just no way to do it. So we're going to call this a 1/6, and we're going to live with it. That's okay. Let's resolve our A. Let's keep it right on A again because we can. And this E, let's take it down to D. Whoops. In the right voice. If you don't remember what I'm doing with voicing up here, by the way, I spent a good amount of time on this in the last class. It's if we want our stems to automatically go down, we do it on voice 2. If we want our stems to automatically go up, we do it on voice 1. You can review that in the previous class if you like. Okay, so this one makes a little bit of something different. When we go from a 5/2 chord, we can't get to a root position tonic chord just because of that chordal 7th has to resolve correctly. But that's okay. We can live with it. That's just how it goes. A 1/6 chord is a nice sounding chord. It's not root position. Let's hear all these. So remember, this is 5/6/5 to 1, 5/4/3 to 1, and 5/2 to 1/6. Here we go. Okay, all very nice sounding resolutions. So everything pretty much works. Now there are a couple cases, one in particular, that I want to talk about that are exceptions to resolving a resolution. Let's go to a new video and talk about that one exception.